Hello, JPU family. Welcome to another episode. I'm sure you've heard by now that Melissa overnight was upgraded to a Category 5 hurricane. The government, MPs, ministers, they're all on the ground doing what is necessary to prepare the country for this powerful hurricane. On the opposition side, I am absolutely disgusted by the things I'm seeing and hearing. It's like they're all handicapped. We heard them going around saying they have no money and that the government has no money. The last thing I heard that I just was appalled by was Ian Hales couldn't even guide his constituents to a shelter.
The school for open. We can't wait for last minute.
Ian, walk me to your shelters in your Westmoreland.
All right, we have designated shelters right across Western Westmoreland. But I want to make a public announcement now and a appeal to every facility that is deemed a shelter by government or private shelters in terms of churches. I'm going to ask them to open up the facilities now. Let's not wait on the hurricane to open up facilities for our citizens to get in. Let them go in before and pick the space that they want. Let's not wait for the hurricane to come before the centers, before the schools are open. And I just want to say, because I receive a call, for all of the pretty schools them, I beg on to open them. The schools belong to the government of Jamaica, and I'm asking you to open these facilities now. Get the caretaker here, right across the constituency, and make we open these schools so that citizens can have access to them, and we can put the necessary logistics in place in terms of food, water for our citizens. Make we do this now. Open your facilities now.
Meanwhile, in Kingston, you have Mayor Swaby, the mayor of Kingston and St. Andrew, getting the homeless people off the streets, taking them to shelters that are designated for men and women, respectively. At these shelter facilities, you have beds, you have food, you have clothes, and they can take a shower. You have government ministers who are speaking with the media, international news people, because they're all in Jamaica, it seems. I'm just saying this to say everybody's doing something to make a contribution for the preparation of this monster of a hurricane. Here we have Minister Darrell Vaz deploying school buses to help with the evacuation of citizens. Meanwhile, you have people like Ian Hales, who is totally handicapped in his job position as a member of parliament. This is time of disaster. Ian Hales couldn't find a way to communicate. Let us say they're telling the truth, because I don't believe anything they say. You mean to tell me that Ian Hales couldn't communicate to the people who have the key for the school and open it up and let in the people You have to go first find one video phone for video and put on social media and have the people stand up there. These people don't even realize that the election is over. They're still behaving as if they are still campaigning. You see, when disaster strikes, leadership is really tested. Across Jamaica, too many opposition MPs are failing the test miserably. Instead of organizing help, they're organizing excuses, complaints. Instead of getting people to safety, they're getting in front of cameras, and instead of leading, they're still campaigning. Over the past few days, we see, as a matter of fact, as slow as this storm is moving, we've had time on our side to get prepared, okay? But amid all the chaos going on, to get prepared and board up and stock up on food and everything like that and get to safety, something else is collapsing. The confidence in the ability of some of these members of parliament within the PNP to do their jobs. While government agencies scramble to coordinate shelters and provide access and relief to people, we cannot believe that the PNP MPs are still busy doing what they do best, talking and complaining. They turn every camera into a rally, a campaign rally, every crisis into a complaint, and every plea for help into political theater. People are asking for shelter, their own constituents asking for shelter, and they're busy filming themselves, talking, when communities need help, when people need help. What is wrong with these people? And then residents who vote for them, who are they blaming? I don't understand. The time Ian Hills takes standing there complaining, he could have had that school open, organizing to have all the supplies in there if they're not already. Right? Here's a reality check. You see, leadership, it isn't waiting on a press release. It's rolling up your sleeves. It's calling the local church to open its hall. Not stand there talking. Call them up. Communicate. Time is of the essence now. And get things rolling. It's getting volunteers, moving people, helping people. That's representation, not running commentary. This is getting ridiculous. It's like the PNP never left campaign mode. The election ended, but the speeches didn't. Instead of constituency management, we're getting constant criticism. Instead of community coordination, we're getting complaints, endless complaints. They can't seem to switch from vote for me to how can I help you? It's like some of them don't even know the difference between campaigning and governing. And we see this in the parliament. We see this outside in a them constituency and in times of national disaster. Every member of parliament, no matter their party, has a constitutional and moral duty to their constituents. That means helping people access shelters, coordinating food distribution, if we have to do that, provide communication, and simply being present. The PNP MPs, they love to say, we don't control the resources, we have no money. That's all them depending. But here's the thing, leadership doesn't need a budget, it needs initiative. Call your business community, call up your church, mobilize your supporters to volunteer and coordinate transportation with the people them who response for doing that. Do something. You don't need to be in the government to lead. You just need to care. You're voted in member of parliament. Do your job. Do they even know what it means to care? And this is why the people them who put them there, they need to look at their track record. Well, it's too late now, but they should have looked at their record of failure from where they're coming from. Ian Hills, Dayton Campbell, and the rest. While some government MPs were personally out on the ground helping, clean up, giving information, opening community centers, many in the opposition were nowhere to be found, are just standing there like they're frozen in the spot, complaining, lying. We are in a crisis. It's about saving lives, getting the elderly where they need to be, if they need to be somewhere, so they're not stranded, helping single mothers and rural people to get the information they need. When these people who call themselves politicians and representatives, when they fail to act in times of crisis and disaster, people suffer. And it's these people who wanted to run our country. Boy, I tell you, what a dangerous thing. I made a post this morning saying, yes, we are at a category 5 with Melissa, but take comfort in the fact that we have this government still there while we are going through this disaster. Because imagine having this disaster to face and this incompetent PNP administration. It wouldn't be a good look, guys, may I tell you no? Because even if they were at the head of the government, would they even know what to do? Because all them seem fixated on. If they don't have cash, raw cash money in their hand, they don't know what to do. Wouldn't you see? If them can't manage a constituency in crisis, how will they manage a country in chaos at a time of disaster? Listen, it's time for the People's National Party to stop pretending it's still in campaign mode. They've been rejected before. Learn from it. People don't want speeches anymore. They want service. When you say now 28 MPs, provide service. They don't want excuses. They want execution. That is what the people them put in there for. So if your MPs can't even open a shelter or organize transportation, then maybe it's time to step aside. And let me see if the people are going to accept this kind of representation. Let us see. Because Jamaica can't afford politicians who show up and just talk and do nothing, even in times of crisis. Makes no sense. While some politicians hide behind, complaints, real Jamaicans are out there doing the work. I see them, ordinary citizens. They're the real leaders. While you have some politicians just out there talking. These ordinary citizens I speak of, they care. They don't need a title or a camera. They just care. Maybe that's the biggest lesson here. Leadership doesn't come from parliament. It comes from people who show up, right? Whether or not they're in parliament. Look and see who shows up in this time of crisis, and you will know who are real leaders in our country. So the MPs who are still out there talking, stop the campaigning. The election is over. The people are watching, and when the rain falls and the floodwaters rise, Jamaica remembers who showed up and who didn't. Because representation isn't about red or green or orange. It's about compassion, commitment, and courage. Guys, this is Jamaica Politics Uncovered. Make sure you're subscribed. Give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you share it with somebody. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.